Hi everybody. This tutorial will show you how to enter and track time in a Minute7. When you log into Minute7, you're presented with the timesheet tab, and this is where you can enter your hours. You will start on today's date by default, but you can always change the date by clicking this calendar icon. You can enter your time in day entry mode, which is where it is right now, or week entry mode. If you're in week entry mode, you can hover over Saturday to go to the previous week, and hover over Sunday to go to next week. To enter your time, all you need to do is select your customer and job, your service, and add a description if you like, and your duration. You can enter time as a decimal, so for one and a half hours, you can do 1.5, or you can do it hours and minutes separated by a colon, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Another way you can enter your time is clicking on this little clock icon in the duration field, and I can go down, let's say to 9 a.m. and tab through this. And let's go to, oops, let me go back to 1 p.m. And the duration up here is calculated for you. Lastly, you can enter your time by clicking on the Start Timer button up here. And here you can select your fields. So I'm going to go to Callie's, my service. Say I'm doing some work in sales, and then your rounding interval. You can select 1, 5, 6, 10, or 15 minutes. I'm currently have it selected 15 minutes, and I can add a description here on a call, and then I can start the timer. Another option you might have, if your company settings allow, you can mark something as billable or not billable. When your call is done, you can just click the Add Time Entry button, and your entry will show up below. Over here to the right, you'll see 3 different buttons. The first one is the Edit button. If you click on it, the entry pops up with the customer and job that you had selected for it, the service item, and the duration. If you need to edit any of it, let's say the call was really half an hour, you can just change it to half an hour and update the timesheet. And that will update the original timesheet. If you're going to do more work for Callie's Animals and doing sales later on in the day, you can just click on this timer button right here. The timer will automatically start. And then when you're done with the work, you just click Update Time Entry. Lastly, you can click on the ellipsis here, which has more options. Once again, it has Continue Timer option. And then you can also make a duplicate of this entry. So I'm going to click on it. And all the original details from the previous entry pop up. And now let's say I'm doing the exact same thing, but for a different business. I can just switch it to Happy Pets and then add my timesheet. And this will create a new entry altogether. Another thing you can do is mark an item as billable or not billable. And you can also mark it over here by clicking on the billable, not billable if you have that option. You can also send a message. If you have a question about this time entry in particular, you can email it to whomever you like, write your question or message here, and then click Send Message. Lastly, if you're looking back on your time and you decide that this entry is wrong altogether, you can just delete it. And it'll pop up and ask you to confirm, delete, and now it's gone. Another thing you can do is in this bottom section here is you can search through all your time entries. Right now I have it set for the whole month. I could set it for just this week or the previous month, or I can just select specific dates. I can start with September 6th to the 20th, and then those dates will pop up. You can search by any word. So let's say call. Let's see, calls. None that week. Let me go to the whole month so we can find some. Here we go. On calls on September 25th for an hour and a half. You can also search by customer, Callie's Animals. Everything for the month that I did for Callie's Animals was a total of 5 hours. You can also search by service items. Let's click on sales. And then you can also search by if it's approved or not, which is something managers use. And you click on more. You can add billable or not billable, synced or not synced. Currently, this is in individual entry mode, which shows each individual entry below. You can also have it group all the items by week. So here, on the week of September 16th, Katie Jones worked for Happy Pets, was working their service items with logistics and doing research, and it was 2 hours each day, and you can see how it all shows up in the 1 week of September 16th to September 20th. And that is how you use the timesheets in Minute7. Thanks so much. I hope you have a great day.